Alright guys, so I want to do a little walk around for you of this 1977, very low. People would consider it slammed. I call them slammed. A slammed 1977 bay window VW bus. The reason why it's called slammed is because it's not technically low, it's very, very, very low. And the way that you get it this low is that this part here is a horseshoe plate in the rear. And the front is a 4-inch narrow beam with 2.5-inch drop spindles. So what that means is that the tires are actually tucked in more. The narrow beam means narrow, so it's tucked in, so that the tires are so far in that you actually have clearance for right here, this little like fender portion of it. But it's so low that you have to fabricate something like this. It's like called a tube. This is not the greatest tube. I will admit I didn't do it. It's just the way it was when I got it, but it works. So you've got the tube on the top, and that's what gets it to be this lower of a stance. So besides that, let me show you the inside. So we have the front seats here. Like I mentioned, they are tubes, so you see this kind of like, you know, handmade kind of like little loop that comes up. What this does is it allows this much more space down here, so that the tire has that much more space to creep up right here, so that when you bounce around you're not hitting this metal frame. This right here, it's supposed to be straight, it's supposed to go right across, but instead it has this little bump that goes all the way across that allows you to go this low. So this is necessary to get that low. You gotta kind of have that little tube thing going on there to make it that low. Now again, like I said, those tubes aren't so great, but they're good enough, they work. This seat bolts up right to the top, so does the other one. Everything is there. Everything is there that you need, and it's a running 1977 VW bus. I'll jump in it right now, I'll turn the key, you'll hear it run. I have driven it a little bit, not that much yet because of the front seats. Once I either fix those front seats that you saw right there so they're mounted, or the buyer buys it, maybe we fix it for them, I don't know. But once the seat is bolted and fitting correctly like this, it's supposed to sit like this, nice and straight. Right now it's sitting like this. Does that make any sense? Okay, so it needs to sit like this, and that is just a little bit of fabrication with this bracket right here. That bracket needs to raise a little bit. Once that bracket is raised, the seat will sit like this, and everything works out fine. You're driving comfortably, no issue. Right now I'm driving like that, so it makes it a little uncomfortable because it's not stationary. It's not stationary, it's gonna move. So anyway, here's the back. You got the middle seat, which is fantastic. That middle seat right there is a nice, delicious extra piece that is not very common. You have the back seat. It's also a sunroof. The sunroof no longer opens and closes like it's supposed to. You have to do it manually with your hand, but it is a sunroof. And if you are anywhere remotely familiar to VW buses, you'll realize that the sunroofs always need work. So there you go there. So sunroof needs work, front seats need work, running, driving bus, everything else is fine. Those are the only things. Front seat repair. What was the other thing I mentioned? Alright, I forgot already. Not even that important, that's why I forgot. Alright, so front seats repaired, we could do that for you, no big deal, but that's one thing that it needs. Other than that, it's a nice driver. Let me get inside. Walk in right here. Sit down on this crooked seat. Make sure it's in neutral. Put down the clutch. Okay, so we got first gear, second, third, fourth, first gear. Okay, let me take it out of gear. Neutral, brake is on. You crank it up. I'm sure you guys hear that. That is a very cold but very healthy, strong motor, ready to fucking grind, broskies, and take off. Hear that? Yeah, that's nice, right? It's got a radio, no speakers, no big deal. You can obviously add speakers. And that is the bus walk around. Alright, let's do it. Quick video because I'm heading out right now in the 1977 Slam VW bus. It's that black one that we've been working on. Right now I'm going around my area. It's kind of testing it out. Woo! Man, this thing's got power. Okay. Maybe it's low. We're taking it around. I'm getting used to the acceleration on it. It like boom, it bolts and jolts. Got a nice 2-liter motor in it, but it's got some guts to it for some reason. So it wants to go when you accelerate. That's why you saw me pop back. I haven't got used to that first gear clutch. Yeah, you know. Tomorrow I'll get some more driving in it. For today, I'm just kind of like wanting to get it around a little bit, take some photos, share with everyone. Sometime tomorrow I think I'll be getting some driving in it, though. It'll be a nice one to take around town. And it's so cool and low. It's like very, very cool. I haven't had a lowered bus in, geez, a few years. My own personal stuff.